Pookies. How are you doing? Hi, how are you doing, my love? Good morning. Mimina, zikamateli zilivojaju. Mimina. If you're joining for the first time, make sure subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Mimina, zikamate zilivojaju. Mimina. Hi, how are you doing? How's your day going on? What time are you tuning in? Mimina. Let's see how many subscribers we are at. You're not commenting, why? I want to know more about you. Mimina. 29th. Today is on 29th was last week Wednesday. Yeah, I went live on those days, all of them. Mimina, zikamate zilivojaju. Mimina. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. I need you to comment. Mimina, zikamate zilivota aju. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. I need you guys to comment. Or we should start this episode. I need you guys to comment. Sorry about that. Or we should start. Sorry about that beeping sound. But if you've been an OG, we've had lots of sounds. We've had beeping, we've had chickens. It has not stopped us, has it? Has it? Has it? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Mimina, zikamate zilivoja aju. Mimina. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Tell me what's the weather like in your place. What are you excited about it being on a Monday? Is it a good day? You know, things like those. Is it a beautiful day? It's an awesome day. He's an awesome God. Amen. Such an awesome soul. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. I started going live almost every day on, let's see the first, on March 12th. on Tuesday on March 12th. So it has been a month of me doing this on March 12th. Let's see if it is the truth. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Hey Pookies, how are you doing? All my titles have been called Hey Pookies, so you have to, from now henceforth, refer to me as Hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining 5SS. How are you doing? Where are you tuning in from? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. The first public shot I had was on March 12th. Let's see, from 12th up to today. From 12th to 12th is 1 month, right? That is 3 weeks ideally. So that is, I'm from Saudi Arabia. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. From Saudi, we love people. What time is it in Saudi Arabia? What's your favorite food in Saudi Arabia? So March 12th was the first live session I had. So April 12th, that is 1 month, right? April 12th. Hi Kiara, how are you doing? 5S. Thank you so much, Kiara. Make sure you're subscribing and liking the live. My favorite food is rice and chicken. That's nice. But you know, rice and chicken is like common. It can be eaten in every country, right? It's a global meal. Now I want a meal that you as a person from your country or from your culture that you enjoy. Thank you so much, Kiara. Thank you so much, Kiara. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe, like, and tell me you're tuning in from. Kiara, what is your favorite food? Chicken and 5 yes. Chicken and how do you go live? Kiara, how many subscribers do you have? Like Indonesia. Oh, pizza. Susie, thank you so much, Susie. Where are you tuning in from? Pizza with which toppings? Kiara, pizza with which toppings? 5SS, you know, if you type in another language, my phone is going to translate to typically English because I'm an English speaker. So I don't know what you typed, but you said like Indonesia. So what, like Indonesia? Alberto, thank you so much for joining. Hello. Why are you calling me balloon? Am I that, or is it the shape of my glasses? Why are you calling me balloon though? Thank you so much for joining. Make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Kiara, hi my love. How are you doing? Hi Theodore. Kiara, yes. Did you like the live? You subscribed, did you like the live? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. What's your topic live stream? We're here knowing each other, like connecting to people. And also, I want to see, ever since I started going live, how many times have I gone live? Ever since March 12th until today, how many times have I gone live? I want to see that. Because that is a month plus, you know. Almost 2 months. Where are you from? I'm from Kenya. Theodore, why are you not subscribed? Have you liked the live? 5SS, I'm from Kenya. Theodore, why are you not subscribed? Why? Thank you so much for joining. Why are you saying sorry though? Do you guys eat kiwi? I subscribe and like. Thank you so much, 5SS. Thank you so much. You're such a darling. Thank you so much. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. And tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Mimina. So from March 12th to April 12th, that is 1 month. Right? From April 12th, let's count in weeks, right? Weeks is better. March 12th, 19 is 1 week, 26 is 2 weeks, 22nd is 3 weeks, 9 is 4 weeks, 16 is 5 weeks, 23 is 6 weeks, 30 is 7 weeks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, please, please make sure you're a big fan. That is 7 weeks. For the past 7 weeks, how many times have I gone live? Right? So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. For the past 7 weeks, I've gone live 42 times. That means 7 weeks, I've gone 42 times. 42 times. What is in Kenya? Kenya is magical. Kenya is magical. Kenya is excellent. It's a good country to be in. Kenya has the most amazing touristic features. It also has like a very good scenery. So yes, you should be in Kenya. Make sure to go to my channel and see other videos that I've done on me traveling in Kenya. You know, you can see how Kenya looks like. Hi Kiara, 5SS, what is your favorite food? My favorite food has to be pilau. I know. Peter Giasa. Hi, I'm new here. What are we doing? We are knowing each other, and I was counting how many times I've gone live for the past 7 weeks. I've gone live 42 times. Damn, that's a lot. So basically, almost every day I go live. Basically. 5SS. I'm not gonna answer if I have a boyfriend. I'm not gonna answer. Hi, how are you doing? Animals. Yes, Kenya is known for good, like, we have the big 5 here. And the animals in Kenya. Yes, there are animals in Kenya. Here, make sure to go to my YouTube. You'll get a video I've done. I'd gone to visit like a park. We have animals. We do have animals. We have lions. We have zebras. We have the wildebeest. Thank you so much, Peter. Stop. Thank you so much, though. Thank you so much. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Peter Gisa, where are you tuning in from? Kiara, you should visit Kenya. Have you ever been to Kenya? Have you? Mimina. So today will be 43 times. If I go live for 100 times, I'm gonna reward myself. If I reach 100, I'm gonna reward myself for sure. People are joining my stream. Yeah, people do join my stream. Why are you acting so surprised? I've never been to Kenya. Peter, where are you tuning in from? Which country have you guys visited? I'll go first. I've never visited any other country apart from my country. You know what? I've not even finished touring my country itself. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Where is Jordan? Is that like No God Alive FSS? The only Jordan I know is Michael B. Jordan, first of all, and Jordan the shoes. The shoes named after Michael B. You know, those ones. And River Jordan. Is that river called River Jordan? Where's Jordan located? Kiara, thank you so much for the likes. Thank you. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Me and my family Me and my family are trying to go to a trip in Kenya though. Please make sure you come to Kenya. Please make sure you come to Kenya. Make sure you come to Kenya. Kenya is beautiful. You know it's called Magical Kenya. Thank you so much for verses, but this is not a haircut. I have locks in my hair, but it's okay. It's okay. Thank you so much. If you're joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Guys. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. When are you planning to come to Kenya, Peter Gisa? If you're joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like. I live in Birmingham. Though what is Birmingham known for? Sorry, I was getting my English correct. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Kiara, what is Birmingham known for? I know Kenya is known for... What is Kenya known for? Kenya is known for to have people who run the most marathons. It's a town. Yeah, I know it is a town, but what is it known for? Birmingham is in UK, right? 5 verses. Why am I number 2? It means Peter Gisa has commented so much in other people's lives that he's being awarded a top fan comment. Yeah. So it means you are not commenting as much as Peter Gisa in other people's lives. Yeah. I live in New Zealand. It's literally so far away from Kenya. I know. Peter Gisa, are you originally from Kenya? Or where do you come from? What is your original country? Or you were born in New Zealand? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. You know, funny thing is what with YouTube, the live sessions are just different. You have to literally comment so that I can see if you're in my live session. So if you're in my live session and you're not commenting, literally, I won't even know who you are. I don't know if you know this country, but it's called Samoa. I do know Samoa. I've heard about it. Samoa is where there are those people who do like when people are graduating, they have this dance like whoo chaka chaka whoo. I don't know, something like that. It's that one, Sindio, right? I said hi to the first. Why are you not number 1 in the leaderboard? 5 says no. I explained and said it's not about you commenting here on my page. Top fans means, let me read for you. Top fans means Peter Gisa has 75 XP. XP means experience points. Fans earn for interacting with their stream. The top 3 win a special chat badge for the session. So in order for you to earn is you watch for 10 minutes, you send 3 live chats per hour in the live, and then you super chat, something like that. I don't know why you're number 3 though. Then I don't know, but I've seen that it resets. You're not even number. Let me read for you. Peter Gisa, 5SS, and Kiara, they are all 75 XP experience points. All of you are in the same, I don't know why for Peter is going. Is it P and S? I think so. Is it going alphabetically? I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. So I don't know, but all of you have the same points. I know all the flags of the world. Amar, sure. Oh my goodness. I was shocked. Girl, Amar, or are you a boy? I don't even know what gender you are. I don't want misgender anyone. What gender are you? 5 says, where are you going? Oh, that is bad. Where are you going? How do you know all the flags of the world? Morgan, happy Monday. How are you? How is South Africa? What time is it in South Africa? Designated survivor, hi, how are you doing? 5 says, where are you going? Why are you leaving me? Where are you going? You see, like, designated survivor is on 25 XP, Susie Wong, Morgan, and Amar, and Alberto. They're all on 25 XP. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, subscribe, like, tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. You're tired, why? What time is it? 5SS in New Zealand. What time is it? Oh no, 5SS, you don't live in New Zealand. What time is it in Jordan? Sorry. What time is it in Jordan? I feel like you observe more followers. You deserve more followers. Right. Please. Right? Yes, I do. Please. Thank you so much, Peter. I do deserve more followers. If you subscribe today and then you like the live, there will be more coming in. So please make sure be doing that, and also be commenting so that YouTube can know that my live is interesting. It's 7:22 in my country, New Zealand. 7:22 p.m. or a.m. Peter Gisa, p.m. or a.m. 5SS. What time is it in Jordan? Where is Jordan? I told you the only Jordan I know is my Kobe Jordan and the shoes that are under in Nike, the shoes that are under. Oh, it's 7:22 p.m. on a Monday or on a Sunday. I have to confirm that on a Monday or on a Sunday so that I can know, am I in front of you on time zone, or are you behind? Something like that. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, subscribe, like, tell me where you're tuning in from. Let me explain all this shabang of subscribing and liking and tell me where you're tuning in from. Let me drink water first. Talking for 20 minutes is not easy. Let me explain this shabang of subscribing and liking and tell me where you're tuning in from. If you subscribe, YouTube, okay, let's start as from liking, and then if you like my live right now, the live that you are at, YouTube is gonna know that my live is interesting and people are following on the conversation. If you comment and tell me you're tuning in from, YouTube is gonna know my live is engaging, like I'm not speaking just to myself. And then if you subscribe, YouTube is gonna recommend my live sessions to other people and my videos to other people. You've gotten my point? So that's the reason why I'm doing the shabang. Subscribing, liking, and tuning in, and telling me where you're tuning in from. You've gotten my point. So that's pretty much the reason. Mimina. Peter Gisa, you said it's 7 p.m., but I asked on a Monday or on a Sunday. Peter Gisa, it's okay. See you next time. Bye-bye. You have subscribed and you have commented, so you're definitely gonna be tuned in for my videos. So it's okay. It's okay. I'll see you tomorrow. I go live every day. Bye. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Anything. No, I don't know Stray Kids personally, but if you stay in my life for so long, there's some strays here. Like there's some people who know Stray Kids. They've not joined. We just started the live session in Hypen. There are some people who like Stray Kids here. So much. Thank you so much for joining in heaven. Make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Hi Courtney, how are you doing? You have a Courtney Baxton. You have a very cute name. One minute. How are you doing? Tuning in from Peter. You could have gone with your phone, right? you tuning in from, Courtney? Courtney, where are you tuning in from? Let me comment this. I have 2 dogs. Damn, you're tuning in from the UK? That's nice, that's nice, that's nice. Let me pin this. Yes. You're tuning in from the UK. What time is it in the UK? I know we are 2 hours, 30 minutes away from you or something. Courtney, what's your dog's names? I also have cats. I have a cat, but she's pregnant. I'm from Kenya, Courtney. I'm from Kenya. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, subscribe, like, and tell me where you're tuning in from. Courtney, what time is it in the UK right now? I know. I only have 1 cat. What are the names of your dogs? What breeds are your dogs? Mm-hmm. 8:27 p.m. or a.m. Cotton. Peter Gisa. Yes, I do have pets. Chloe, yes. Hello, Kitty. How are you doing? I've missed you in my life so much, Chloe. I have missed you so much. So much. Cabo, yes, thank you so much. Yes, I'm not African American. I'm just African. Thank you so much, Ward. Thank you so much. Peter Giza, thank you so much. I know they're interesting. They're color yellow. Yes, I do have pets. Wait a minute. Do chicken count as pets? I'm not gonna count chicken as pets because chicken give me eggs and I eat the chicken. So I only have 1 pet. I only have a cat, and she's pregnant. Thank you so much, Courtney. Thank you so much. Did you like the live? Hello, Kitty. How are you doing? Thank you so much. What's on my head? See, it's hair. What are you saying? Thank you so much. Cabo, what do you mean? What do you mean when you're saying what's on my head? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Mimina, zikamate zilivyojaji. Is that braids, ma'am? No, they're dreadlocks. They're not braids. What are you doing in this live stream? I'm checking in on people. We are just catching up, basically. Yes, Courtney, tell everyone to subscribe and like, and tell us where they're tuning in from. Right, Courtney? Ward, where are you from? What do you post in your channel? Lifestyle content. I'm a lifestyle content creator. Okay. Yeah. What do you post in your channel, Ward? Do you have a channel? What you're not telling us where you're tuning in from? Why? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Give me your opinion on life. What opinion should I give you about life? Life is meant to be enjoyed. Why don't you post what? Life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be lived. You're supposed to experience the ups and downs because life is like breathing. If you see, when you're hooked onto the heart machines, when you're okay, what? Okay, no problem. You don't have to say where you're tuning in from. You don't have to say. It's not my business. I was just asking so that you can get the conversation going. I was not asking so that you can tell me and I come and hijack you or something like that. Chill out, relax. So, Cabo, you're saying my opinion about life. You see, when you're hooked on a heart machine, when you're hooked on a heart machine, your heart is going up and down like that. So it means you're breathing. When the lines are still, it means you're dead. So in life also, your life is supposed to go up and down. So you're supposed to have the ups and downs. It means you are living life. You can't have just a consistency. Exactly. Like what? I don't know what's up with what. I just asked where tuning in so that you can get the conversation going. It's not as if I'm gonna jump from here to there and then castrate him or do something like that. I don't even know if he's a him or a her. I was just saying it's just a lively conversation. I mean, my down, it's so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that, Kabu. I'm so sorry about that. You're gonna get out of it. Trust me, you're gonna get out of it. If anyone can do it, trust me, you can do it. I believe you can do it. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like, and tell me where you're tuning in from. As long as your line is not flat, it means that you're moving, Cabo. As long as you're not here. You see, when you're here, you're still. As long as you're like this, you're moving. It's like water. Water moves either way. You have to move. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much. Imina. My life is in the middle. It can have its ups and downs. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Your life should not be like here, like this straight. It has to have like, if it's has like this, it means you're living life. If it's like this, it's constant. It means like your life is just like, yeah, you have to, there's some things you have to experience. So that's the reason you have the ups and downs. There's some things you're meant to experience so that it can mold you, it can shape you to the better person that you're going to be. I tend to say, don't think about the hardness, think about what you're gaining out of it. Even if you're going through shit right now, sorry to say that, even if you're going through it right now, what did you learn in that stage of your life? There's something you're meant to learn. If your life is stiff, you may have some kind of depression. Exactly. If you're just here, you're not okay. If you're just like here, very still like this, no. My son died from cancer and my daughter died in a car accident. My friend, I'm 104 years old and I'm my own. I feel lonely and you young lady made that day. I'm so sorry, Cabo. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I'm sorry. It's so tragic for you to lose your family like that. Grief is such a weird concept. They say that time heals every wound, but it doesn't per se heal it. You'll just survive with it. I know. Tell us more about your family. It feels nice when you talk about them. I know. This account is my son's. It's okay. You're welcome anytime here to rant and talk to us. Right, guys? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. You're 104 years old. How? You should tell us what's the secret to get those years. What's the secret? I'm losing my mind every time I'm turning a year. How did you get to 104? 104 is a big achievement. My goodness, Cabo. What's your real name then? If this is your son's account. You served in the World War II? That's amazing, man. That's something. That's just something. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for serving. I should we say thank you for serving? I don't know what we should say. I'm sorry, I don't know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Exactly. Peter Gisa. I'm also just wondering. This guy has survived for 104. My name is Frank Wellington. That's a very beautiful name. I hope you're not pulling our socks. But that's a very beautiful name. I love the Wellington part. You see, your name is it says well. So it shall be well. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Do you know who SKZ is? Maria, I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. Who is that? Tell us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Peter, exactly my point. What is Cabo's secret? To be one of four and be active online and know how to even type. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like crazy in a good way, not crazy like in a bad way. That's mind blowing. K-pop group. I'm sorry, Maria. I don't know who that is, but thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Guys, subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. You guys have not subscribed. You guys have not subscribed. Yo. Mimina. Zikamate zilivojaju. Kabo, you should tell us the secret. You should definitely tell us the secret. You're actively online and you have one, and you know how to type like a Gen Z. Yo. You should even give us as a remedy of reaching those all years. That's very crazy. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. You just eat nuts, do yoga. I'm in a yoga class in New York and I'm counting my days, being grateful for each day God gives me. That's all. It's God's will. I tell you for sure it is God's will. So you see, Atwell, you're back. Oh, I had missed you. How was your vacation, Atwell? How was your vacation? I missed you. Isaac, hi. Cabo, so you don't eat like seed oils. What do you eat? What would you advise to people like this? How are you in yoga? No, like Bitagiza, he's not saying that he's actively in yoga like at the moment. At the moment, he's just saying that he is, he does yoga in a class in New York. He's not saying like at the moment he's doing yoga. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Isaac, how come I'm not your moderator? I also don't know. I don't know how you're not my moderator. I don't know. I only have 2 moderators, Isaac. Actually, only one actively right now. And she's not even in my life right now. But why do you need to be my moderator? I can comment to every... I don't have a huge following, like I cannot comment to everyone. I'm commenting to everyone right now. So you have your favorite people. No, I don't have my favorite people. You were bugging heads. You were bugging heads with her some other time. She's called Mala, and then you left the channel. You were bugging heads. Mala and Meha, but Mala. Oh, Gemma, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your natural beauty. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from Cabo. Girl, you remind me of my mom's face. Cabo, you cannot be 104. You saying girl? You're saying girl? How can you be 104 and saying girl? Like, is that a good thing? You have a huge fan base. You need help. It's okay, but I'm saying like right now I can comment to anyone. Like I don't have like 100 people in my life commenting here and here, so it's manageable right now. But if you join my live from now 3 times, I will make you my, what is it called, my moderator in the next 3 lives. Kaylee, slay girls, you look so cute. Give me a shout out, man. Hi Kaylee, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining right now, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. The chat is right. You're really pretty. Thank you so much, Peter. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, I need to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from, guys. Make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Guys. Mimina zikamate zilivojaa juu. Mimina. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. What just happened to you? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining right now, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. What happened, guys? You all left me again. Peter, New Zealand, Samoa. Are you in New York? Cabo, I'm not in New York. I'm in Kenya. I wish. I want to visit New York one day. One time. I really want to visit New York. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. We only have 19. New York is too fancy for me. How? But exactly. That's why I said I wanna visit. Visit fancy places. See how people are living, but not to live there. You're just visiting and then coming back to your origin, right, Abby? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. But I feel New York is good for touristic activities. Like if you're there for a short time and then come back. Short time and then come back. Like go back to where you're going to, right? If you're tuning in for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Those people that are saying my nails are nice, which color should I get next? No, I'm still remaining 3 weeks in it, but I wanna confirm. Travis, how are you doing, Travis? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. You have a there for me. Which is? Shoot your shot. New York is a good place to go and tour off a whole day. Exactly, Peter. Like you're just there for a short, brief time, and then you're going back. I don't think it is nice for you to live there. But I think you can live anywhere if you put your mind to it, right? If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Guys, subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. South Carolina is harsh and cruel. Is South Carolina in New York? I dare you to call a pharmacy and tell them you have Ebola and that you need medicine. Let's see what they have to say, lol. Travis, the problem is that I only have one phone. So it's the same phone that I'm going live with. So how am I going to call the pharmacy for you to hear? I only have one phone. That's the only problem. New York can be nice, but from the pictures I've seen, New York could be way too expensive. That's the reason why I said you're gonna visit and then come back. Visit, have a whole itinerary, shebang, and then come back. Area, South Carolina is right by Georgia. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know. Forgive my geography. I have no recollection of where countries are supposed to be. if you ask me where is Kenya on the map, I won't even lie and tell you where it is. I just tell everyone Kenya is in Africa, but on the northeast, on the southeast side. Am I right? I don't know. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. I hope all 4 of you have subscribed to my channel. Shabang, you have subscribed to my channel? You have? Darius, you've not subscribed to my channel. Ian, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Hi, how are you? You're live today. Nemo, I'm live every day. Hi, Kenya is the east side of Africa, I think. The southeast, right? Or they're cruel towards culture in Carolina. Sorry, Darius. Ian, how are you? How are you? Ian, hi. Hi. How are you doing? Where are you tuning? Denver, how are you? Where are you tuning in from? Ian, I've already said hi. You've not answered anything that I've asked, but you're here. Hi. Hey, girl, how are you, Denver? How are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. No, I'm not being rude. I'm just saying, just like I've said hi. Brother Ian, calm down with the comments. With the high comments. With the high comments. I'm good, Ian. I'm good. I'm extremely good, actually. I'm very good. Darius, how are you doing? Thank you so much, Ian. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm Kenyan, Nemo. I'm Kenyan. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Why you sad, Darius? I don't know. Thank you so much, Ian. Thank you. Ian, thank you. Where are you tuning in from, Ian? I've asked you, this is the 3rd time. I don't understand that emoji. Maybe I'm too old. I find that emoji is for crying, like weeping or something. Is it not? Darius and Peter, you're the ones who have used that emoji several times. Is that not for crying? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Cruel state. We're so sorry about it. Hi, Ellie Play. How are you doing? I want to transform myself into a new person. Give your eye care routine. Your eyes look good. How do I? Let's see my eyes. Oh, let me remove my spectacles. How do my eyes look good and I cannot see anything? You know, I need sunglasses to see, spectacles to see. Thank you so much, Ellie Play. Thank you so much. Yes, that's what I'm asking. It looks like a sad emoji of crying. Darius and Peter should tell us what it means. Darius, what you said. Thank you so much, Ellie Play. Thank you so much. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Let's see, can we hit 2 hours on the live session? Can we hit 2 hours? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. You have good opinion on yourself, mom. Your eyes look good. Thank you so much. You're from England. Oh, that's nice. There's someone else from Birmingham. I don't know if they've left the chat. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. Guys. If you're joining for the first time, remember the drill. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. I need you guys to subscribe. The crying emoji is usually used when you feel like sad for another person. Who do the crying emoji because you feel embarrassed for them. So Peter, why have you been using the crying emoji on me? Do you feel embarrassed for me? I genuinely want to know. Mama Wellington, I didn't leave the chat. I know, Cabo. I know you didn't leave the chat. I've seen you here. I've seen you. I know. Why should you leave the chat? And I'm interesting. Am I not? Peter, Cabo, and Ellie Play. Am I not? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Amma, we were not supposed to come to school today. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Guys, you guys are not subscribing. What's up? What's up? I was doing the crying emoji for the pin in the chat because I was concerned what they are saying. Oh, okay. Also, you're embarrassed for them. Okay. Cool. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Cabo, it's okay. Wellington, it's okay. I didn't say you left the chat. I didn't say that. I know you're here with me through thick and thin, right? Am I not right? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Guys, I need you to subscribe. I need you guys to tell me where you're tuning in from. What's up, Darius? What's up? What's up, Darius? What's up? What are you trying, actually? What are you trying? What are you trying? Are you trying the thing called life? All of us have to try the life thing. I'm sorry, Darius. I'm sorry. Why are you crying? But life is about trying. And, not crying though, but trying. Not crying. You shouldn't cry every time. Let me show you my cool sunglasses. They're not mine though. They're not even maroon. They're brown. Life is emotional. Don't be sad. Very true. Life is emotional. Very true. The world is cruel, but what can you do? And the world is never fair. It's cruel and it's never fair. You shouldn't be. If you cry every day, if you're just crying, you're not changing anything about it, nothing is gonna change. You know that nothing is gonna change. It's gonna just be the same. It's gonna be the same. You shouldn't be crying every day. Darius, stop crying. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. These glasses look very cool, right? And they are very comfortable. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. You guys are not liking the live, you're not subscribing. What's up? Thank you so much. The world is cruel, but if you cry every day, it won't be changing anything, just making yourself have more depression. Exactly. You're not changing anything if you're crying every time. You're crying as you're typing. Sorry, but you have to man up and stop crying. Because if you're crying every time, you're not changing anything. Mala, hi, you're back, Mala. How are you doing? It's been a minute. Someone was complaining that I only have one moderator, and then I was like, Mala's gonna sort you guys out. Nothing much, can't help it. Stop crying, Darius. Stop crying. I don't get what you're crying about. If we all cry, nothing is gonna change. Do you know that if we all cry, nothing is gonna change actually? No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Mala. Yeah, Peter. Tell the rest to stop crying. It's okay. It's okay. Someone was saying, why do I have one moderator only? And I was like, no one of you can do what Mala does. No one of you can do what my bestie does. I don't think. Hi, how are you doing, Darius? Exactly. And you're actually my only moderator. I don't need many. You're wasting your tears. Exactly. Hi, Pankur. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and tell me where you're tuning in from. These sunglasses look cool, right? Thank you so much, Agent. Agent, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How have you been? I've been good. I've been good. School is about to start. School is about to start. You're about to be hearing that beeping sound a lot. A lot. Very many times. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. But what I want to understand is if you're crying because the world is cruel or it's just a bad day. Darius. Peter, that's a very valid question. That's what we should have asked from the start. Or it's just today's a bad day for him. Darius is saying being single sucks, especially for 19 years. Being single sucks generally. Yes, actually, yeah. But Darius is saying it's so sad. It's a bad day. He's crying tears as he's typing. He's just been crying the entire live session. Do you think a man is chopped as hell? Zoa. Why would a man be chopped? Single is not an excuse, and it's not the end of the world. It's me. Lauren, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Hi, how are you? Evie, how are you? How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. You've only joined my live once. That's the reason why I don't even know if you're Lauren or it's Evie. You've only joined once. Zoa, what do you mean? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Hi, Lorraine. How are you doing? Hi, Evie. How are you doing? Is it Lorraine or Evie? Which one should we call you? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. Darius, being single, everyone is single, but you can't. I woke up, came to school, and apparently we've not opened yet. Hi, Momo. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. Hi, Diva. How are you? Thank you so much. It's Chichi. Which Chichi? I'm sorry, which Chichi? That only one. The only one that I know. There might be more. Oh, yeah. Chichi. 1 minute. Oh yeah. I remember you. Mala, he was just saying the way life is cruel. He's just saying there's you can't change the way you are single. Maybe if you go outside and touch grass, you'll find some. I'm sorry, Dennis. I'm sorry. It's because. Oh my goodness. Ah, wow. No, Mala, don't block, don't mute him. It's just okay. Darius, no, just go touch some grass. You might not find someone, but just go touch some grass. Just go touch some grass. You need to go outside. You need to go outside. Yes, Chichi, I remember you. I remember you. How do you like? You double tap? Yeah, you double tap. How do you like? Mala, how do you like the life? You're welcome. No, I said you don't mute Darius. Peter's given him a stop for the day. There are no good vibes in the US, at least not anymore. But you have to be done spread. You know, if you spend most of the time, if you spend most of your time thinking about the bad things that are there, bad things are gonna happen. But if you spend most of your time thinking about good things are gonna happen. So find where you're gonna concentrate your energy to, right? Double tap. Yeah, it is double tap. It is double tap. Civil engineering. What are you typing? Please type in English. Right now it's saying good. What are you saying? Good. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Darius, please, we are spreading good news, good vibes. We do understand a lot is happening in the world. A lot is happening. That's the reason why I need some positivity to keep us going. Momo, we are saying this. If you type in another language, my YouTube automatically translates to English. So it's saying this. What does this mean? This what? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Civil engineering, wenda huko. Wenda na huko. Tunatoka sikia kama nini? Enda na huko. Darius coming to a live and sharing your bad vibes is worse than being single. Very true. How do you say you look gorgeous in Kenya? In Kenya or in Kiswahili? I'm gonna teach you a Sheng version. There's Kiswahili and then there's a Sheng version. So if you wanna tell me I look good, just say Kwelapeng. Peter has wise word. Very true. Just say Kwelapeng. Kwelapeng spelled as KWELA and then Peng as PENG. Peng. That means you're looking. That's Sheng. That's not like normal Kiswahili or something. Hi Elia, how are you doing? Mala, clock it. Every time, just give me one chance like Ruto's presidency term. Ni one term. Yes, not Kwela Peng. Now with the I replace and write the E. Clock it, Peter. Civil engineering, it's only one term. It's only. Now your term is already over. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Darius, no one is saying it's your fault, but you're saying if you spend all your energy concentrating on the bad things that are happening in the world, you're gonna feel drained and everything. So just, it's better for you to spend your time thinking about good things so that good things can happen for you, you know, like that. We know a lot of bad things are happening. But if you dwell your energy there, it's gonna take time. Mala, it's okay. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. Tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. These glasses are beautiful. Darius, yes, it is your fault. It is not your fault, but maybe if you try to live your life more freely and try to have fun with your life, you'll be more happier. Now everyone is making me cry. Darius, no one is making you cry. No one, no one. No. We're just trying to motivate you to feel like happy or something like that, so that you don't dwell on the bad things that are happening. We just want to make you feel good and not focus on the bad things. Mala, Darius is saying he's going through a lot. So we are here offering help. Yeah, Peter has some wise words. Darius, you're the one who came to the live and said you are sad because you said the world is cruel, not our fault. And you are trying to make you feel good about yourself, and then you're trying to victimize yourself more. You know that's something we cannot help you. My fish walked away. How does your fish walk away? I thought fish swim. Elise, you've been in my life twice, and every time you say the same thing, your fish walked away. But we've given you advice, Darius. We've advised you, but you're constantly just trying to be in that victim mode and talking negative. You're the one who's making yourself cry. We've tried advising you, haven't we? Peter said go touch some grass, go outside, live your life, do something that makes you happy. Don't concentrate too much on what is happening in the world. You don't have to answer. But yeah, very true, very true. He was just victimizing himself more. How can it grow legs? Elise, how? Fish cannot survive outside water. They survive in water. How can it grow legs? Elise, I wish you were the one who had joined it in the army instead of the fish. You could have been in a better place as a country. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. So we do 20 more minutes. Is that okay? Cool. 20 more minutes is reasonable. Why do you have a crying habit, Darius? You're 19 years old. Why are you crying like a baby? Peter, I'm just wondering what's up with people. Why are you crying like a baby? You're 19 years old, Darius. You're 19. Why are you crying like a baby? Even babies don't cry like you do. If their welfare, they're changed, and then they don't cry as you do. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. Yes, Mala, I'm just wondering what's up with this guy. He's 19 and then he's crying. If they have not yet felt out, if they are not out of their sockets already, Peter, you might find even he doesn't even have eyeballs. They're already out because he has cried a lot. You are 41 years and you've been single for 19 years and you're 41, you're crying. Peter is so hilarious. Peter is so hilarious for sure. You are 41. Agreed. We cannot even advise someone who is above in that age. You're the one who is supposed to advise us, right, Peter? We thought you are 19. We could have given you solid advice. Dana should be the one who is giving us advice. 41. Where is your picture? Oh yeah, Mala. That's a solid one. That's a solid one. Go tell ChatGPT to be a therapist actually. That because as we cannot help you and you've moved from crying to session 1 to crying to session 2, just go talk to ChatGPT. ChatGPT has got your back every time. So very very solid advice. I'm not the one to judge, but if you go outside to the real world, there would be people who will judge. Peter said he's not judging, but if you go out, people will definitely judge you. Sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Terrible, terrible, terrible. They're so hilarious. What's it say ChatGPT? Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. Because no. Peter is saying he won't judge you, but if you go outside there, you'll definitely be judged. As if he's not outside there in the world also. What's GPT? It's ChatGPT. How are you 41 and you don't know ChatGPT? I feel like the rest is just, trying to make us all laugh, trying to make us have a good day, and we like you for that. We love you for that. Sure. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. We have 20 more minutes to go. We've had a good session. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. I'm also shocked. Elias doesn't know. I'm also shocked. I'm extremely shocked. Thank you so much for joining. New to technology and cell phones. That's the reason why you've been crying too much. Adi, that's the reason why you've been crying too much. Maybe download even Tinder. You can get someone there. Yeah, sure. It's an app. Just go to App Store or Play Store and download it. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. ChatGPT won't judge you. ChatGPT won't judge you for sure. Peter is right. ChatGPT won't judge you. It won't judge you. Even if you want to cry your tears out, ChatGPT won't judge you for sure. It won't. It won't. For sure. That's why he should have said his problems actually, rather than telling us here. As we're gonna judge him for sure. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. Peter is making my day also. Peter is making my day beautiful, more beautiful. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. How does crying make you calm down? If you cry too much, your head is gonna kill you. Darius, please continue crying. Just continue. If it makes you calm, do what makes you happy. Right? Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you smile. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Hi Bongani, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Hi, how are you doing? It's all I got left. Continue crying. Tales of Bintu, how are you doing? If you type in whatever language you type, it's gonna translate to English. Just go back to space with the humans. Clearly you don't have the brain of a human being. Boo. Damn. This life is funny. For the first time in history, this life has been funny. And we don't have to drop because people are being weird, right? Right, Mala? And today we've got someone who is older. We're used to getting kids in these live sessions. We're used to getting kids. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you smile. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me. I genuinely ask the same question. I genuinely ask the same question. You see, I even said if he's 19, he's already grown up, like he should get advice from someone else. But now when he said at he's 41, I have a scar here. At he's 41 and he has been single for 19 years. I was like, no. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Yeah, I genuinely feel so. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining, guys. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Darius is saying singleness ends at 20. If you're 27 and above and then you're still single, the older you get, the sadder the world becomes. Why? How? Darius, how? Darius is saying, Peter is saying, if you're older than 27, you are not single anymore. You should not even utter the word single. The world becomes what, Darius? Crunchier? Harder. Not crunchier. Harder. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. He doesn't realize he's making himself, the life in this life is making himself worse. What a cruel world. The world is not meant to be easy, Darius. It's not meant to be easy. I'm honestly concerned about Darius. We can't help him out. Mohammed, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Where's my heart? I don't know. I also don't know, actually. I've not seen in my 2 previous sessions, I've not seen her. Yeah, probably. Mala, what time is it? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. PM or AM Mala. Are you going to school? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you are tuning in from. The world has never been easy, so with all respect, shut up. It has never been easy, for sure. It was only easy way before, when we were kids, when we were this small. Okay, sure. Okay, Mala, okay. Oh my goodness. Speaking for 1 hour 20 minutes is not easy. Big Smart, how are you doing? Thank you so much, Big Smart. Make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much. A bank holiday. What do you mean it's a bank holiday? Like, are the bank closed? Thank you so much, Big Smart. Thank you so much. Big Smart, we love that. I think we made Darius disappear. Darius has gone to talk to ChatGPT. You've seen we can't help him. Oh my goodness, that was a long as yawn. Darius has seen we're not gonna help him. He's not disappeared, he's just gonna talk to ChatGPT. Thank you so much for joining. There might be a way out. I feel my life has run its course. Why should you kill yourself because you're single? Yes, it does not make sense. I'm not even sure what bank holiday. It's like a day. Or as long as you are off, it's okay. Also means sometimes you've not chatted in a long time here. I'm just looking at the comment. You should chat. You should chat here. Also me, there's sometimes I also don't know what's happening in our country, but as long as we're not going anywhere, I'm like cool. That's okay. It's okay. Ask ChatGPT and then tomorrow and tell us what it means. Why have you not chatted here on the comment section, Chloe? Why have you not been chatting us up? Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me you're tuning in from. I don't know. Where are you tuning in from, Chloe? From Ireland. That's nice. What time is it in Ireland? What time is it there? Take some rest. No, I've just been seated in the same spot for long. I want to stand up and stretch a bit. It's 9:24 a.m. Are you going to school? Are you going anywhere? Bank holiday is a national holiday. The UK and the Crown. It's a colloquial term. That's a lot of English. Oh, that's what your Siri said. That's a lot of English. As long as you're on holiday, the rest doesn't matter. You're here all day, says Wellington. I've not been here. I've just been here for 1 hour and some minutes. I want to stand and stretch just a little bit. Yeah. I don't look restless. It's because like I've been staring at my screen like this for 1 hour, 20 minutes without blinking. Thank you so much, Darius. No one was cruel, actually. Everyone was just giving their piece of advices. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. Cabo, you're still here. Cabo has not left. Saeed, how are you doing? Let me stretch. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Sahid, welcome back. Thank you so much. Tell me you're tuning in from. Darius, no one has been cruel to you. Drinking a lot of water, you see? I have water. I've been drinking for the past 1 hour, 20 minutes. I've been drinking a lot of water. Yeah, he's here. I also thought he had left. It's okay, Mala. It's okay, Mala. It's okay. It's okay. What's the sujet? What is sujet? What is sujet? Let me stand just a little bit. Oh my goodness. Sitting is crazy. Sitting is a lot of crazy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell where you're tuning in from. What are you talking about? I'm telling people to subscribe and like and tell me where they're tuning in from. What else is there to be talked about? I'm stretching because I've talked for so long. Darius has stopped giving you a headache. He has stopped. How? From 100 years before? How? Zongera does not say harsh words. No one is saying harsh words. No one is saying harsh words. He's just taking things out of proportion. No one is saying harsh words. Who is saying harsh words? No one is saying harsh words. No one is saying harsh words. No one said anything harsh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, someone told me I shouldn't be saying that on my live. Chloe, I'm sorry. I can't say that. Someone said I shouldn't be saying that on my live. I can't remember who told me to stop saying that. I might be the one who is reincarcerated. It might be your mother who is living through me. But was she this young? Was she this young? But no one was saying harsh words to Darius. No one was saying harsh words. No one said any harsh words to Darius. Oh my goodness. Peter said, not today, sir. Not today, not today, sir. We're not gonna listen to you. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. We only have 11 minutes to go. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry. That felt harsh. Nothing is harsh, Darius. I don't know if you want to be babied or something like that. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. We are sorry, Darius. We are sorry. 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 Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining the live for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Maybe. Very true. Very true. Very true. Very true. I've stretched enough. Now let me sit down. There. We stretched enough. Sorry. We are so sorry about that. We are so sorry about that. We are so sorry about that. Darius, we are so sorry about that. Guys, I've drank a lot of water. I feel like going to pee. But I'm not sure if I leave, if you're gonna be here. Because it will take me 10 minutes to go where. Can you sing? What song, Chloe? That song? It's just whining, actually. And I don't know why he's complaining. Guys, I'm gonna leave. Should I leave? Should I leave? Because I'm not sure if I go and then if I come back, you guys will still be here. Will you still be here? If I go for 5 minutes and then come back, it's jarring. Not gonna lie, it is. If I leave for 5 minutes, will you guys will still be here? I don't think you'll still be here. Peter will stay. No, I'm just wondering if you guys will still be here because I want to go pee really bad. I've drank a lot of water. And it will take me like 5 minutes. You can stay in the chat. Okay, okay. Okay. Joseph, hi. I'm gonna come back in 5 minutes. Sure, 5 minutes. Stay with Kinapita. I'll come back and reply to all of you. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. You and Mala can stay. Okay. Perfect. my goodness. I'm back. Why are you turning to? Mala, how are you guys? Did I go more for more than 5 minutes, Kweli? Something happened. Ramos, what are you doing? How's your day, Mala? All you guys were in the chat. So you've been a girl, Peter. I knew girls have it. You guys are back. I'm back. Hi. Yes, you did. I'm back. I've run very fast. Oh my goodness. I was like, Mala better have not left. Peter, so you are a girl. I knew it. I knew it. Yes, thank you so much. Ami, how are you doing? Now we can go on for a while. I was so pressed, my goodness. I was too pressed. I was very pressed. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. You see, the way Peter was answering these questions, I was like, is this a guy for sure? Is it because she has an aura for a lady? But I was like, some guys can be sassy. You are sassy like this in a good way. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining for the first time, make sure you subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, Mala. I'll definitely... Yes. I'm sorry. I've never subscribed to your channel. Let me even do that right now because let me do that. Go to channel. I'm actually subscribing right now. I've already subscribed and I've turned all notifications. So when you post like this, I'll be the first one. I'll be the first one there. I'll be the first. Me and Mala were like the ones who stayed. Yeah. I figured. Thank you so much for staying on. Thank you for holding down the fort. Thank you so much. Mala, I've already subscribed. You can even check. I'm subscribed right now. Thank you so much. What do you smell?
Beautiful girl.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm fine.
So ungenisaidia ya 100,000 yenye unatumia gani?
Guys, hata unipatie. Nipatie 1,000. Sunileta lunch.
Sio vitu bana mnatumia pesa mingi.
Sunipatie pesa kisa.
Lakini ni how much?
Hautaki kuweka. Ukitaka kuweka ukuje unipatie.
No, tell me.
So that
kuna kamtoto ninataka kukuja kuwekea.
Anataka kuwekea wapi? Hapa Kisii.
Asijui sasa si nitajua place.
Sasa kila places ziko na different prices.
But approximately
kuna places ziko cheaper. Haifiki ya 100. Haifiki. Wajua tu ni less.
Kuna kamtoto niko nako. Naona like
maana iko na shida.
Kwanza yake hapa juu.
Imesonga sana.
Akaja shade, but zenye zilimea za kwanza zinaonyesha zitakuja kutoka mbali.
Na unajua anaweza ekewa tu joo moja peke yake. Anaweza ekewa joo penye tu kuna shida. Anaweza ekewa tu ya juu pekee.
Nataka kuja kumwekea mapema
before mambo yaribike.
Aanze kukomaa.
By the way, ndio isonge hata haraka.
Isonge ndio. Tuko ndio kananisumbua.
Kwani watu hawakuji kazi leo? Hatakuwa tunafaa kuja kazi leo?
Mimi hata ndio nimeshangaa tafuta kitu hapo. So mimi hata ndio nashindwa. Nilifika hapa nikaona watu hapa. Sasa nikashindwa nirudi mahali tu.
Hata ndio nimeshangaa. Juu saa 6.
Masaa imeenda.
Hiyo kiti ni safi kweli, guy. Acha nikupatie serviette.
Ni kama kuenda kesho kutwa
ndio watu watakuja.
Wataanza kurudi shule.
Kama
hata walimu hakuna bibi less very less.
Umetulia, unaitwa aje? Huyu hawezi hata kuintroduce.
Si ndio nimekuja.
Huyu hawezi hata kuintroduce.
Mwambie hivyo. Kuni kijana wangu nimekuja naye. Sasa ni kama tutamwacha hapa. Akuwe na wewe. Hakuna shida. Si kama wale wasichana wako. Wale walikuwa wapumbavu.
Hakuna shida.
Sasa huyo ndiye amekuja for now. Because I'm expecting two tomorrow. I'm expecting a will return
Oh, kwa attachment.
Yeah, so acha chiseme.
Na mbona una tense? Mbona una tense? Nikani kama uko na woga.
Relax, be comfortable. I told you uwe comfortable kila mahali tunaenda. Utainteract na watu wengi sana.
Acha kutense.
Sawa, mimi naitwa Moses.
Moses. Mimi naitwa Zipora. Mbona nasema mbona nasema jina ya pili hapa si atuko official. Usitense. Hiyo moja imetosha, ndio? Hakuna haja ya majina mengi. Umetoka shule gani? Kuna college huko? Sijaijua. Okay. Uko ni ya ama wanasema? Hawasemi uko ya what, si ndio? Umeshamaliza? So uko internship ama uko attachment? Okay. Karibu sana. Hapa inaitwa Jitume. Kwani mlikuwa na Jitume pia? Sasa ni the same two concepts. Hapa pia ni the same. Si ndio? Okay. Tutapatana na mwingine maybe kwenda kesho ama kesho kutwa. Sijui anakuja lini. But tunakwanga tu wawili hapa juu. Ya net. Na mbona mlitufikishia net hapo nje sasa haitusaidii? Haizi tusaidie.
Hata siku hiyo siku.
Huko.
Silikana ameniita, akaniambia zake enda shule, angalie kuna watu wa fiber wanafanya shughuli. Alikuwa Eldoret. Na mimi hiyo siku I was very sick. Sasa nikamwambia Elikana kitu yenye siwezi fanya ni kufika shule. So mimi hata sijui walieka hapo.
Anyway.
Where was it supposed to go?
I don't know. Mimi nimekuwa leave. I don't know. Nilikuja when the president was supposed to come. Nilikuja nikaiona. So nikashangaa where was it supposed to go? Ilikuwa inafaa kufika wapi pia? Because ina face hiyo side nyingine, so if it was supposed to serve us inside here, it is not serving inside here. Because imeface ile side nyingine alafu kuna bari hapa katikati. So hata haipiti kwa hiyo mlango, literally haipiti kwa mlango.
Mimi sijui, I don't know where it was supposed to go. Juu nimesikia tu watu wa fiber walikuwa, nilikuja hiyo siku na nikapata like tumewekwa sawa. I'm lost on that.
Anyway, atakuja atuambie. Maybe.
Ole imekuwa vipi?
Vizuri sana. My leave holiday. It was very nice. Oh my goodness. Ningekuwa naenda kila siku hivi.
Utulie hivyo tu. Na pesa zingie kuingia.
Ni relax. But ilikuwa tu poa. Ilikuwa tu sawa. Sasa unajua ni kupumzisha tu mwili.
Kutulia. Kuenjoy kidogo alafu mambo iendelee.
Alafu tena urudi. Sasa niko ready sasa.
Sasa si nikuteseka for the next 4 months.
Tena teseke tena.
So tumeongea na ICP. Turudi hivyo.
Acha ni chili hapa lakini saa 8 inipati hapa hata mimi.
Wewe shughulika kidogo sasa si shule imefunguliwa.
Ningejua hivi singekuja hata.
Mambo inashughulika kana kesho. Lakini don't kill yourself.
But you should not kill yourself. Moses, unakuja kukaa hapa na sisi?
Hapa always feel free kufunga.
Exactly.
Kuna wasichana fulani walikuwa
waoga. Unaweza tembea anywhere.
Wewe tembea mahali popote. Open na hawa ni watu wamefunguka roho. Ukifura njaa mwambie unataka chakula.
Sawa, aya. Hi, how are you doing? Mala's gone twice and I've only gone once. Chris is Griselda. It's not Chris, it's Griselda. Yeah, it's Griselda. It's Griselda. You never went, why did you not go? Or Peter was above your neck like, you've gone twice, so you should not go again. Sorry about that. Someone just came and I had to finish with that. I let them call me Chris. But Chris is so masculine. Why should you shorten your name? Here. Someone here was in the shower. Here. No. No. This is the longest live session I've ever had. We're almost sitting 2 hours. Where are we shortening Griselda's name? Who? Mala, who? Your ex? Your boyfriend! Your boyfriend. Oh yeah. Say hi to your boyfriend, Mala, for us. Yeah, I guessed. You see? I'm very wise. You're gonna chill with him, right? Say hi. No, it's because at first when I'm sorry, man. At first when I read it, I was like, guess who's coming around my house? Like that, I didn't read it like, guess who's coming around my house? I didn't read it like that. So that's why I said, who? You like, yeah. Sorry, it's diabolical, I know, but it's okay. Say hi to your boyfriend for us. Tell him to treat you right, or else me, Peter, and Griselda are on his neck like this. Like this will be on his neck. I think we're gonna end the live. We've stayed for long here. Or Mala, you want us to say hi to your boyfriend when he gets in, and then we end the live, right? Go, you're being loved, right? Yeah, Griselda, yeah. If he doesn't treat her well, we're gonna be on his neck. Yeah. Mala, do you want us to say hi to your boyfriend before we end the live? Or should we let you be? Go. This life has been so interesting. No, it's okay. Okay. See you guys later. See you guys tomorrow. Word, Chrissy, word. No, we are giving you some time. You and your boy need to have a time. Thank you so much. Tomorrow we'll catch up. Tomorrow we're gonna catch up again. I love you guys. We'll track him down and come and sit on his neck. Okay, okay. But it was good, right? Yeah. Welcome. Say hi to your boyfriend for us. Bye-bye. Bye. Make sure he does treat you well. Bye. See you guys. Thank you so much for joining in today. Thank you. It was a nice session. It was a good session. We've gotten this far. We've never gone this long. Peter, but what can we do? We can't do nothing. Mala will feel all the love for all of us, right? What? Yes, Darius is too. Maybe they should join hands. Why are you looking at photos of him and not of her? Jericho. No, 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 no. Unfortunately, the rumors were true. Thank you so much, Gupet. Bye, Mala. Bye. You can leave. You can leave. Hi, Gupet. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Make sure to subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Subscribe and like and tell me where you're tuning in from. Every time I want to leave the live, people continue coming. So I'm always wondering what's up. People wanna isn't here yet. Oh, okay, sure. I bet Darius is still crying about that. Sure. Darius is probably crying a lot. Oh, he gets there in an hour, but you said he's coming. Oh, so we thought that he's literally around. No, it's okay, Mala. It's okay. We understand. Bye, Chrissy. Bye, guys. It's okay, Peter. It's okay. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow for another sesh. Bye. Let me end the live. Renata, hi. And bye. Bye. Mala, it's okay. I'm your Zongera and you're my Mala. It's okay. And Peter is yours. It's okay. And Chris is also yours. We are besties in this. Hi, Aegon. We want to end the live. You're talking of a guy and you're saying he's so beautiful. No. Yeah, you can honor us. Please, you can honor us, right? Cabo, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I'm gonna leave. Aegon, I hope you have subscribed so that you can join tomorrow's live. I've been live for so long. Mala is telling me to go. That's why she's typing bye. Mala, Chrissy, and Peter are gonna tell me go. That's why they're typing bye. Mr. Wellington, we like you. See you tomorrow. See you. Yeah, make sure to subscribe, Renata. Bye, Aeon. Make sure to subscribe. Bye. That's what yes, you have to remind me. Yeah, I'm gonna leave now. Bye. See you guys. Bye.